A couple of rallies around Portland today, 4 days after the election. One about workers, another about the war in Gaza. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Devin Haskins in for John Adams this evening. Two peaceful rallies in Portland with two separate messages, with a special police unit nearby ready to help. KGW's Celine Stevens has more from today's demonstrations.
We want liberation for all, we want justice for all, we want equal rights for all, and that is what we stand for.
Demonstrators rallied together and marched Saturday afternoon in the wake of the election. Some gathered to express their support of Palestine, calling for government to divest from Israel.
We've seen this before, right? The blockage of food, the decimation of an entire people, the blocking of medical care and the spread of disease, and to see the lack of humanity that is still present in this world today, knowing what we know historically, sickens me.
The U.S. has argued Israel has the right to defend itself. However, the United Nations has previously stated Israel has violated international law. Some speakers emphasized their point that an attack on one is an attack on all, and problems overseas translate to issues here as well.
We tend to believe that atrocities that are committed halfway around the world are alien, that we're not impacted. And what we're seeing now is that we are impacted. It's the same hate. That is causing restrictions on rights and freedoms here.
Others also advocated for workers and against what Donald Trump's administration might mean for the U.S.
We're also fighting to end the idea and push back against the idea that there should be mass deportation, that there should be abortion bans nationally, and then the idea that basically that workers deserve less.
Some demonstrators who spoke said no matter who won the election, they would have still came out to rally due to the U.S. funding Israel under the Biden-Harris administration, plus other pressing issues that left some voters dissatisfied with both parties.
We believe that basically under the previous administration, food insecurity doubled, child poverty increased. Working people were clearly unhappy with this election and didn't want either of these candidates, in my opinion.
Who is creating endless war, and who is keeping the minimum wage at $7.50 an hour nationally? It's not immigrants, it's not trans people, it's not the most vulnerable people in society, it's the oligarchs who are literally stealing from the rest of us.
Both demonstrations were peaceful, although police presence was still evident.
We have a right to gather and to protest and to state our opinions in a public forum. So we are going to continue to exercise that right and do that.
The Portland Police Bureau has event liaison officers who say they speak with organizers ahead of the event to learn about their goals and see how they can help the demonstration remain peaceful.
We're actually here to support the demonstrations. It may not be, we're not supporting the message itself, we're supporting your right to free speech, to protest, to address the government.
I'm personally not here to throw bricks through windows or to cause any destruction or to cause anybody any harm. In fact, I'm here because I want to stop people from getting hurt.
In Portland, Celine Stevens, KGW News.
And we have a little more clarity tonight in the race for Portland City Council. After new totals released from Multnomah County, the Oregonian now projects 10 winners in the City Council races. 2 are still too close to call. The Multnomah County Elections Office said earlier today it expects to process another 4,000 ballots in the coming weeks. Officials say there are also nearly 12,000 ballots, whose signatures have been challenged. The Elections Office said those voters have been notified and have until November 26th to cure their ballot. The final election results will be certified December 2nd. And up in Clark County, election officials tell us there are about 3,500 ballots with either no signature or a signature without a match. You can find a full list of election results up now on our website at kgw.com. We're still watching for calls in 2 out of the 12 Portland City Council seats, along with position 4 on the Clackamas County Commission. We'll keep you updated as the final ballots are counted. And another dry day today, but don't get too comfortable because the rain is returning. Meteorologist Joe Rainier here with a look on when the skies are opening back up. Joe.
Hey, it's really been looking more like and feeling like fall over the last couple of weeks. Now, heading into tonight, we're pretty much dry and we'll stay dry a good portion of tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. So your day planner for your Sunday looks like this. Throughout the morning, we'll be looking at temperatures in the upper 40s, low 50s, and then we really don't warm up a whole lot once we get into the 1 o'clock hour tomorrow afternoon. And we stay dry until about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And once that front moves on shore, Devin, it is going to be a very wet end to your weekend. So prepare all your outdoor activities earlier in the day. On the radar right now, picking up a little bit of some light showers. A lot of this stuff is basically evaporating before it even reaches the surface. So not a whole lot in terms of rainfall amounts out there. Temperature of 51 degrees from our Wells Fargo tower camera. And as we look at the hour by hour forecast on your Futurecast, so we're dry basically now until even late tomorrow morning. By 10:30, 11 o'clock, just some overcast skies, maybe a little bit of blue skies pop out here and there. But for the most part, we're going to be looking at those showers moving in by 3:30. Yeah, once we get into the evening hours, it gets absolutely wet. And coming up in my detailed forecast, I'll let you know just how much rain is in the forecast over the next few days.
All right, thanks, Joe. Just southwest of the Portland Metro, one person is dead in a head-on crash. It happened just before 8 this morning on the Newburgh-Dundee bypass. Tarleton Valley Fire and Rescue crews arrived to find one of the drivers dead and another seriously hurt. Neither person so far has been identified. And developing tonight, new video and details in the case of the Portland nurse killed in Hungary. New video shows Hungarian police arresting the 37-year-old suspect in the death of Kenzie Michalski. Police say the two met at a nightclub, then went to his apartment where they say he killed her. Police say he then tried to cover up the murder inside his apartment and then hid her body in a wooded area more than 2 hours away. After Michalski was reported missing, police used security video to track him down, where he confessed to the murder and then showed police where he hid her body. Michalski was a nurse at Providence St. Vincent's Hospital in Southwest Portland. And the man accused of stabbing multiple people in Seattle over a span of 38 hours faced a judge for the first time this afternoon. He's charged with 5 counts of first-degree assault. Police say at least 5 people were stabbed yesterday afternoon in Seattle's Chinatown International District. Bridget Chavez brings us new details from the courtroom.
A 37-year-old suspect remains in the King County Jail after he appeared in court Saturday afternoon. He is accused of stabbing at least 5 people in Seattle's Chinatown International District. Our cameras were only allowed to show him from the neck down, and we are not naming him because he hasn't been formally charged. The horror unfolded just after 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. One of those attacks caught on camera.
I saw the surveillance footage, and it's really scary having someone come up behind you and attack you.
Seattle City Council member Tanya Wu was at the suspect's first appearance.
This person brought a lot of fear into the community.
Wu says she and other volunteers who are part of the CID Community Watch came out last night to show support and to help people feel safe.
So we want to be present to show that we are not afraid, we're resilient, and we are here for community.
Police are still trying to figure out what the motive was behind the attacks, but did note that all 5 victims were white and said the suspect was heard saying Black Power while he was in a recorded interview room at SPD headquarters. Tonight, 4 of the 5 victims remain at Harborview. At this point, the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office says the case has not been referred to them as a hate crime.
We anticipate this coming week to get a case referral from Seattle police investigators, and we'll make a charging decision on that right away.
Prosecutors argued that because of his criminal history, including 9 felony convictions and an outstanding warrant, he should be held on a $2 million bail.
So the court at this time will set bail at $2 million.
In Seattle, Bridget Chavez, King 5 News.
In Vancouver, an unexpected start to the day after a car crashed into a home. It happened around 8:30 this morning in a neighborhood off of Southeast 192nd Avenue and 20th Street. Vancouver police said the driver was impaired when he hit several cars before running into this home. We talked to the homeowner a little earlier today.
Was coming around the corner and heard it. And driver was at my patio door when I turned around. So good thing it was a weekend, because usually it's kids going to school, standing on the corners waiting.
Vancouver police said it's the second time this week that an impaired driver has crashed into a home. In Lynn County, teachers and staff with Greater Albany Public Schools held a large rally outside of the district building earlier today. It's as their union continues to prepare for a potential strike starting next week. Despite numerous mediation sessions, the union says they aren't happy with the progression on the talks of pay, school safety, and student resources. Their deadline before they go on strike, November 12th. The district said they're actively negotiating in good faith to support teachers and honor community resources, and that they're working hard with the union to find a resolution to keep schools open.
They canceled school Tuesday already. We have mediation today. We have mediation on Monday. Why can't we reach an agreement?
Their next mediation session set for Monday.